So Novak Djokovic and Taylor Fritz, they're facing off in the first round of the Italian Open. Now, Djokovic this year hasn't played a whole lot. I think he's trying to focus more on the Grand Slams, but he has had some great results. He did well in the Australian Open. He won the title, but in the other tournaments he lost a little early. In Monte Carlo, he lost to Evans in straight sets, so not really encouraging. And in Serbia, he lost to Karatsev in 3 sets, which was a titanic match. It lasted over 3 hours, but he'll be hoping to get back to winning ways in Italy, and he has a winnable opener, so it's good for Djokovic. And Fritz has is not really known for his clay court prowess. He isn't as good on the clay courts, but he did do well in Sardinia, reached the semis. But other than that, he hasn't had the best clay court results. He lost in the first round of the other clay court tournaments, so not such a great sign. But he did do well against Dan Evans, beat him 6-3, 6-2, so it was a good sign for him. And he did push Djokovic to 5 sets in the Australian Open, so he'll be feeling confident of his chances. Now, Fritz and Djokovic, they have met 3 times, and Djokovic leads the head-to-head 3-0. In the first, they met on clay twice in 2019, and Djokovic won them both in straight sets. But in the Australian Open, Djokovic was made to fight. He had to gut it out in 5, beat him in 5 sets. Now, my prediction here, I think that Djokovic there's a straight up victory for him. I think that Djokovic is the defending champion, and I think he will have points he needs to defend. So as a result, I think that will give him the extra motivation to compete well. So as a result, I think that it's going to be straight up win for him. I think that he may be a little rusty, but he did practice earlier with Andy Murray earlier, so I think he'll be okay. I think it's going to be a straight up win for Djokovic, in my opinion. So Aslan Karatsev and Daniil Medvedev, they're facing off in the first round of the Rome Open and the Italian Open. Now, Karatsev this year has had a great season. He reached the semifinals of the Australian Open. He was able to do well on the clay court, reached the final, defeated Novak Djokovic along the way, almost defeated Berrettini. And in Madrid, also reached the round of 16, lost to Bublik, which was a little bit unexpected, but still a great little run from Karatsev. So he is playing well, and not to forget he won a title in Dubai. So also some great results from Karatsev. He's playing well, and he can definitely go deep here. He's a dark horse to go deep here because he's playing pretty well. Now Medvedev this year, he's also had some good results. He had a final appearance in Australian Open and a title win in Marseille, but he also has struggled a bit on the clay courts. Only played one clay court tournament. He beat Davidovich for Kina in an encouraging 3-set win before losing to Garin in 3 sets. So he isn't at his best on the clay. His flat ground strokes don't really suit the clay. He's been really vocal about how he hates the clay, he doesn't like it. So his goal is to take things one step at a time. But he doesn't really face an easy opener against Karatsev, who has been in great form. Now, Karatsev and Medvedev, they have met twice. Not officially, they've never met officially, but they have met twice in Challenger events. They met in a 2014 Challenger qualifying event. Karatsev won in 3 sets, and then in a Russian event, unofficial, in the indoor hard court. Karatsev won that one in straight sets. Both of them were on indoor hard courts. My prediction, I think that Karatsev will win this. I think that Karatsev is way superior on the clay than Medvedev is. I think that Medvedev isn't as great on the clay. I think that Karatsev, while he has an aggressive game that is more suited to hard courts, he has made it work on the clay. So I think that Karatsev will win this in 3 sets. I think it's going to be 3 sets because Medvedev is showing that he can adjust his game, but I think it's going to be a Karatsev win. So Kate Nishikori and Pablo Carreño Busta, they're facing off in the second round of the Italian Open. Now Nishikori is still trying to find his feet after his injuries that have set him back a lot, but he's had some encouraging signs. Encouraging 3-set loss in Barcelona to Rafa Nadal, and also a good win over Hashanov last week in Madrid, but he lost to Zverev. But no shame, because Zverev was the eventual champion. He eventually won the tournament, so no shame to losing to him. He has had some good runs too. He did make a quarterfinal in Dubai and a quarterfinal in Rotterdam, so he is showing signs of resurgence over these past couple of tournaments. Now, Carreño Busta is also not in bad form himself. While he may not be as known for his clay court prowess, he was able to have a good run in Andalusia. He won the tournament. and he did make the round of 16 in Monte Carlo, so he can play on the clay, even if he's not known for his clay court prowess. He can still play on the cool clay. So it's nice to see that he is playing well, especially after his good 2020 season, Carreño Busta. Now, Carreño Busta and Nishikori, they have met twice, and they each have a head-to-head win. They met in 2019 in the Australian Open. Nishikori won that one in 5 Titanic sets. It lasted over 5 hours in a 5th set tiebreak. In 2021, Carreño Busta won it in straight sets, 7-5, 7-6, 6-2. So now my prediction here, I think that Carreño Busta will win. I think that while Nishikori is starting to find his feet, he's not quite there yet. And I think that Carreño Busta is playing pretty well against Lato Jerry. He was able to beat him in 3 sets. So good win for Carreño Busta. So I'm gonna pick Nishikori to win. Sorry, I'm gonna pick Carreño Busta to win this in 3 sets. I think it's gonna be 3 sets because Nishikori is doing well, looking like showing some signs of resilience. But I think that Carreño Busta will win this in the end. So Carreño Busta in straight set 3 sets is my prediction.